To Washington now, where a group of lawmakers have introduced a bipartisan bill looking to ban TikTok here in the U.S. The legislation follows warnings from the FBI and cybersecurity experts who say China could use the social media platform for spying. For more on this, let's bring in NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Ali Rafah. Ali, good morning to you. So first of all, explain to us how this bill came together, who's sponsoring it, what exactly is in it.
Yeah, good morning, Joe. Well, the Trump administration had been calling for this for years, but was unsuccessful in doing this. This is also something that Florida Senator Marco Rubio has championed for a couple of years now and has been calling for. But it wasn't until Democrats across the aisle and the Biden administration started also sharing these concerns that this really picked up steam. You know, just in the last few weeks alone, we've heard from Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, FBI Director Christopher Wray, raising these concerns about TikTok and its parent company ByteDance and security concerns over how American user data is being shared with possibly the Chinese government. So yesterday we saw Rubio introduce this bipartisan bill. The bill also has a partner bill on the House side that's being championed by Republican Congressman Mike Gallagher and Democratic Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthi. And it's called the Anti-Social CCP Act. It aims to stop the operation of TikTok and that parent company ByteDance nationwide over these concerns that the Chinese government is using this user data of American users and sharing it with the Chinese government for possible espionage purposes. Senator Rubio is saying that that sharing of data is something that's actually required by the Chinese Communist Party. So this is something that has been called for a while now, but like I said, has gained steam over just the last few weeks.
Ali, you mentioned some of the past concerns, including from the Trump administration. Some states have actually taken the step of banning it from government employee devices. Remind us here, why is there this sense of urgency in getting this passed on Capitol Hill now? And also, what's TikTok saying about all this?
Yeah, actually, states like Utah, Alabama, Maryland have all passed this legislation banning TikTok from these government devices. And there have been calls for this for years, but this really picked up steam as soon as the Biden administration started to raise awareness of this. There's already an ongoing national security review of TikTok, but this has really taken a while to see bipartisan support for this legislation. Then, meanwhile, you have TikTok, who is saying that they are working on not having these the American user data being stored in Chinese data centers. They're saying that they are working on having that data stored in U.S.-based data centers. They said in a statement yesterday also that they'd continue to brief members of Congress on those efforts for them to be able to store that data on the American side.
So, Ali, let's talk about what's next. When might this be voted on? And if it does pass, what could be the impact?
So it's still unclear where this is going to go and when this is going to be taken up in the future. It's still pretty telling that this is a bipartisan bill that's gotten bipartisan support. But considering all of the things that lawmakers are going to have to do during this lame duck session before a new Congress is sworn in January, it's unlikely that we see some significant movement of this bill before January. But it is telling that this is, like I said, getting bipartisan support. If this does pass, it could have major impacts. We know that TikTok is one of the most popular apps across the world. Specifically in the United States, it has around 80 or 90 active users. This is a huge news source for a lot of young Americans. So this could definitely have some big implications if it does pass in Congress.
All right, Ali Rafah. Ali, thank you.